In today's video, I'll be doing the one chip challenge, which is way more difficult than it sounds, the straight arm challenge, which is impossible, and snorting a line of malic acid, which might make my head fall off. The good, the bad, and the ugly, plus more things you guys dared me to do in the comment section. For this first dare, I decided to take on the straight arm challenge, which is when you keep your arm completely straight, hold a drink, lean back, and try your best not to drown. I didn't really do very well. For this next dare, what I'm gonna be doing is called the straight arm challenge. And that's when I extend my arm completely and try to pour a glass of water in my mouth. Not really much to it, so let's get this thing going. Now, I would imagine this is gonna take a lot of skill and coordination, so I would also imagine that there's gonna be a lot of water poured all over my face and probably everywhere else. So, got some towels put down on the floor, I'm ready to get started. Okay. Some of that went in my mouth, just like a little bit, but some of it did go in my mouth. At first, it was a struggle, but I got better and wetter. I'm really glad that I put towels down first because that's more difficult than you think. Let me try that again. Well, I'm soaking wet right now, but I think that it's time for round two. It went straight in my nose. Oh my God. I might have drank enough water to drown a man through my nose. I was not really expecting that much of it to go through my nose, but I was really leaned back and it just poured straight in. I had to move the cup because I was drowning. I was literally drowning right there. Let's go for round three. This time, I have a little bit more experience and I've got a technique now. I'm gonna pinch my nose and do the straight arm challenge. I just ripped my pants. I really like those. So I was squatting down just now and I went like this and I ripped my pants. That just happened. Now, let's do the straight arm challenge. This dare has already cost me a pair of pants and I need to mop my floors now. And I almost drowned myself. That being said, that was only 2 rounds of this challenge. It's proven to be a lot more difficult than I thought it would be, so let's get this thing going. Okay, what can go wrong now? I've ripped my pants. I've already figured out how to not drown myself. Should be just, it's all about aiming now. And aiming is more difficult than you would believe. Part of it is that as soon as you get some water in your eyes, you can't see and it just starts going everywhere because you have to do the rest of the challenge completely blind at that point. Maybe I should wear goggles. Maybe goggles and pinching your nose, that might do it for me. What do you know? I just happen to have some safety glasses right here. It might be enough to shield me from the water as I pour it in. My glasses are steaming up quick because it's getting pretty nasty in here right now. Okay, nose pinched, arm fully extended, glasses on, let's go. That was the most successful one yet. I don't think we're gonna get any better. So if you're trying to do this stupid challenge at home, take my advice, get yourself a pair of glasses, a new pair of pants, try not to drown off of it, put down some towels, invite your dog, and after that you might have everything it takes to be stupid enough to do this challenge. That being said, we'll be on to the next dare. On second thought, let's try something different. And just for fun, I thought I'd let Kristen get a shot at pouring water in my mouth from really high up.
Oh! Yes! Hold on. You want me to pour faster? Okay, here we go. Here we go!
I can't drink for that long. I was drowning. Oh my God. You're trying to kill me.
It's what you told me to do.
Okay. Let's do one more. One more.
Ready?
Yep.
I'm gonna go fast.
Okay.
Oh, wait!
Oh my God.
Wait, there's more. There you go. There you go.
It was going in my ears. It got in my ears. Oh, so much water in my ears. How did that get in my ears?
Well, I got really wet just now and not in the good way. That being said, we're gonna be on to the next challenge before she drowns me. Next up, I tried out the one chip challenge. But like usual, I had to make mine different. So instead of eating the typical one chip challenge, I decided to make my own, which is probably a lot hotter. For this dare, what we're gonna be doing is the one chip challenge. Only like normal, I have to make things incredibly difficult to the point where it's near impossible, and I should probably warn you guys, do not do this at home, so don't do this at home. So there's a particular type of chip that's supposedly really, really hot, and a lot of people have had a big problem with eating it. But what I plan on doing is using a normal Dorito and then smothering it in the pure evil that is known as pure cap. Essentially what this is the hot part of any kind of pepper. I've said this before, but this stuff is the essence of evil. And I plan on smothering a chip in it and essentially making it inedible. That being said, I have a spotter off camera that's ready to call 911 as soon as my heart attack starts happening. Hopefully it doesn't, fingers crossed. No, but in all seriousness, I've eaten hot food plenty of times. Anybody familiar with my channel would know that. I definitely wouldn't recommend eating anything near as spicy as this if you have any sort of health problems, or if you just like living and having a normally functioning body. But if not, feel free to act as stupid as you want. All right, time to quit stalling and destroy my mouth. To be honest, I'm really afraid of this challenge, so I'm gonna use a lot of technique in eating this and trying to avoid just smothering it all over my mouth, but none of that's gonna work. I didn't really use any special techniques, actually. So this is the stuff that I'm gonna be using. It comes in a medicine bottle and has skulls and crossbones all over it with warning signs. Inside of there's an eyedropper bottle and the most horrific smell you could ever imagine. And now I'm going to anoint my Dorito.
Now keep in mind, that much right there is enough to really kill somebody, but I just want to see what the threshold is for how much of this stuff a Dorito can hold. I think that'll do it.
A while back, I put some of this stuff in some ramen noodles and tried eating it, and it was the worst mistake of my life. Now, like I said, I've eaten hot stuff a million times. I've eaten scorpion peppers and Carolina Reaper peppers and ghost peppers and whatever else you can think of. This is way hotter than any of those things. I'm pretty sure that if you just put a spray cap on the top, you could use it as like police grade mace. That being said, I better make sure I do not touch my eyes or I'll go blind for quite some time. I've let the excess drip off, and now I'm gonna just stick this thing in my mouth and hope it doesn't blow my head off.
That's what she said.
Yeah, I told you I have a spotter. A lot of people don't believe me that I have spotters in the background. Kristen is CPR certified. She's medically trained in saving idiots' lives, so she's definitely who I'd want in my corner at a time like this. Got my glass of milk, and I'm really not wanting to do this. I've been stalling for so long. Okay, I'm just gonna do this thing. Now I'll show you this next part completely unedited so you can see me turn into a zombie in real time. Ah, I did it. Ah, oh my God. I should not have done that. Oh my God. The chip is all stuck in my teeth and it hurts really bad already. Oh. It's making the milk taste weird. Oh my God. That was a really stupid move. I should not have done this challenge, guys. I should have gone and bought the normal one chip challenge bag. Oh my God. Oh, that is stupid spicy. It's making me do the I gotta pee dance. That's so hot. It's messing with my vision right now. I see like a blurry spot in the middle of my vision. I'm gonna wash my hands off to make sure there's none of that stuff on, just in case I touch my eye later. That'll get your endorphins moving. Weird stuff happens with your body chemistry after doing that to it. My stomach feels like it's about to explode right now. I cannot take it anymore. I'm gonna have to just spray water into my face for a second. Oh, my sinuses are all open. I'm freaking out right now. It probably looks like somebody punched me in the face because that's what it feels like. This was the perfect spot to do this because I had milk right there, the sink ready to go. Anywhere else that I may have been doomed. My face is literally numb right now. I can't feel anything at this point. I wanted to give you guys a little bit more of a close-up to see what this does to you. Look at how puffy my lips are. I mean, that's crazy. I usually have big lips, but that's insane. It looks like I just did the Kylie Jenner lip challenge. Woo! Happy New Year! A while back I did a video where I did the hot pepper challenge for ALS, and I gave out a lot of tips on how somebody could do a hot pepper challenge and survive it, and I hardly followed any of those rules that I set for myself. Guess I didn't think this one through very well, and I'm in tremendous amounts of pain still. So it's pretty terrible right now, and it's probably gonna be pretty painful for a very long time, but I do think that the worst is over, hopefully, but just in case I take a trip to the hospital or anything, I'll keep my camera with me, but if not, then we'll be on to the next dare. And finally, I told you guys that if we could get to 10,000 likes on one of my previous videos, I would eat an entire container of malic acid. And if you've never heard of malic acid before, it's the ingredient in food that makes it taste sour. However, the overwhelming majority of you guys told me not to do that as I would very likely die. Literally. But fortunately for me, we didn't quite get to 10,000 likes. Or even 9 yet. So I decided I would consume a much less lethal amount of malic acid through my nose. That seems like plenty to me. Set that down. Mom, if you're watching, don't look at this.
Oh, oh my god.
Oh my god. I'm always up for a good challenge, so make sure to leave me your dares in the comment section. Make sure to like the video. Subscribe if you've yet to have done that. And as always, I'll see you guys in a few days with a new video. Oh my god.